Turn 41, we have a new ruler, the end of an era. We have the choice of a free law, centralization or vassalage. We're going to pick up centralization. We can adopt our state religion. We will do that. And we can assign a governor, and we will assign ourselves as governor there. We'll move this worker over here. Chop here. Chop here. Start an Odeon. Chop with that other worker. Chop here. Start a hamlet. So he's on 4 laws. We have enough civics, so I think I'm going to actually take a 4th law as well and go for freedom, because that way I can start a stronghold. I don't really want to be behind law-wise. And right now I'm 1 turn behind, half a turn behind, essentially. I'll scout around here. I can't really see inside his city, so I'll pop back out. Looks like he's fighting something. I'm not sure what. What he would even be fighting here. That's very weird. And then that pretty much ends my turn. Not really sure why that worker list popped up, but I didn't want to touch it in case it broke something. We still have 20 orders left, but not much to do with them. Yeah. So everyone's opinion is really great, so I don't really see a point in influencing this guy. Maybe when we see a new head of religion, we should keep our eyes out for when new head of religion shows up. But otherwise, everyone's pretty happy. Everyone's over 300, so I don't really see a point influencing right now. You have to buy a bunch of stone to start that stronghold, but I'd rather have that stronghold in place. Also queued up a bunch of officers to speed this one up as well. So we should be able to start producing Pelton cabs when this one happens. I guess we'll pick up epics when Pyramid finishes in 5 years. And Porcolis will let us get some science into his city. Centralization is nice. Gives us some additional science out of Parsa. So Parsa is now 9.5 science and growing. So Eldermark under construction here, followed by 2 forums. So pretty good. Started this Odeon because we want to get culture up here. Mapped out where I want garrison, racks, stronghold. With another worker, and we'll pull this worker over here. Really want to get the city online. And then just this worker will pop out and finish that city off. Yeah, this city's coming online. And we're keeping an eye on the front. He's upgrading that club thrower there. I don't really expect to be able to take that city. And I guess that's where his chariot went, maybe? That's the same one, although he had a hero general on that one. So it might not be the same one. I could poke in here, see what I see. I don't see anything. That's probably a better spot for that guy. I kind of have front vision there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Pretty straightforward. We'll probably get another worker, or maybe we'll improve more stone. Not really sure. Need to think about that next turn. Definitely want to get this hamlet up and running here. Once this border expansion happens, and we just started this hamlet here, that'll expand to here, and this will expand to here, so those 2 should touch, and we should collapse borders. And we need to think about roads as well. Lots of things we need to do. All right, let's go ahead and send this one back. Just quickly checking if there's anything else. We did assign ourselves to Parsa, which helps a bit. So money situation much worse, -2 instead of +3, I think we were. So yeah, let's go ahead and send this back.
Turn 31. Daughter came of age. Here we choose builder. The statesmen already have a lot of judges regularly. Also, she's in the line of succession, so we can do some funny stuff with making her the leader and rushing out wonders. If this ever becomes prudent, then replay did not work, but we saw a scout here, so not sure if he is moving downwards or whatever he does exactly. can maybe differentiate them by family, but I'm not sure. I think they were from different families. Anyway, we are cleaning this up. We had a level up on him, took Herbalist. He's very damaged. This makes us the 2 heals. Bring us back to full again. Oh, I cancelled the queue. Well. Oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, here's the upgrade. Herbalist also triggered the Warmongers event because somebody's angry. It's pretty consistent. Killing one of the camps triggers this Warmonger event if you have someone who is angry. So you don't want to become intolerant, especially since our ambassador will not like us. This is somewhat. It's not really interesting. The great thing is here we gain a settler and become warlike. So this will be our final trait, which is a good one. This is our regular settler, which we are moving toward downwards. And these settler from the event spawned here, interestingly. So it's probably the shortest path, but I don't think I can clear this without moving too many troops away from here. So we are moving this one over here. This is a family neutral settler, so no extra citizens. We can use this to found traders. We will never build another settler out of this city at this point. And then here, you're probably taking another worker. Can't build any specialists yet. We could. Don't want to invest the money to buy the stone for these things, so I could also just festival for extra culture. It's actually not the worst. Statesmen. I do have the builder though. Still, I'm tempted to assign now to make everything go faster in here. Can build this thing as barracks. I think the worker will help us more. This worker can do nothing. This one I wanted another granary. Here he'll take the closest decent quarry spot. Not spending too much orders moving around. Moving this guard back, I think. I can place one of these troops up on the hill here to keep vision. This guard is way too much back in the back. I need full 4 orders to move him like through here. So one last order. We're going to kill this chariot back to health, and eventually moving forward or downward. And that's about it. Final tutor here. This is still running. He will still take a few years to grow up. It's fine. You can still get more kids. So that's it for turn 41. See you soon.
Turn 42. We can make our lover happy with us and get 4 agent orcs as an ambition. Or we can make our lover unhappy with us, removing in love, but get some discipline. Since we're very low on discipline, I'd rather get the discipline. We can start. We finished our monastery, so there's nothing more we can build until it spreads to one of these bottom 3 cities here. And realistically, I can probably move this disciple over. Let's go ahead and start the Aden Borzenmir. We sold a bunch of stuff to be able to buy the stone, but it should be fine. Similarly here, we will start a barracks so that we can get an officer into it as soon as this worker finishes. And likewise, that costs us some stone that we'll buy. And we'll chop and move this worker over to the west so that we can get another barracks started in the city here. Here we will start a hamlet, also buying stone. We still really need stone, but this will connect that borders. And here we will start a stone quarry because it gives us plus 11. And then we'll start a worker in the central city, scout around. We found his army. That's great to see. And then reconfirming that we are working on portcullis this turn. No one to really influence. Definitely want to prioritize those nets probably in 3 years. Let's put on nets. I think we'll be one turn off, so we'll probably want to cancel for that. Actually build on 46, and the mine will come online. We're slowly fixing our gold issues. This work will probably start quarries or mines potentially. Just really trying to balance what's going on. He is on 4 laws and competent knowledge from naive. That confirms our goal of cartography next after portcullis. So after portcullis, because we're going to need to start stealing in order to stay in this game. He's already getting insane science from whatever his science strat is. Though his ruler is still a government general there. Can't see anything without an agent. So we'll zoom in, see what the science thing is, but the fact that he's caught up with science is already terrifying. We haven't, of course, started any inquiries here. Getting everything still online in this city, and this city. Yeah, probably walls here, although I can also see a point for potentially forums in Ectabana as well. Ectabana. Odeon, maybe? Yeah, we might need to consider stuff there. There's a lot of stuff we want to build: walls, forums, and potentially an Odeon here, although I think we're okay-ish, maybe-ish. I don't know. 3 inquiry pumps might be a little bit aggressive. This city needs to come online. Lots of things we still need to do here. But that's pretty much it. Need money for tutoring in 5 years, but still have some time. That missionary will come west to chill in one of these cities. We'll hopefully be able to connect those borders. And yeah, that should be it for this turn. Let's go ahead and send it back. Just checking quickly. Yep, we've done all those things. And yeah, let's go ahead and send it back.
Turn 42. We are tracking on. I think this was the attack here, dealing with the side first, healing with our new herbalist promotion. Then I think moving the settlers, moving our scout harvesting. We are triggering an event here that we're taking a look at shortly. Coming over, looking to harvest this. Or can give you one of the harvesting events for or can give you science. Always looking for science in harvest events. Then redo. I think we applied our steadfast promotion here. I'm kind of looking to come down here and take those. Maybe I should have kept the settler here after all, but this unit can still come back very quickly when he moves forward, in contrast to the 2 fatigue tribal units, and we're still doing decent damage. It kind of depends what other units there are here and where they are positioned. Could even we also have a high crit chance, so you're getting a crit about every other turn. I can kind of wait until we have a crit here and then move in and then finish him off next turn. So we only get 1 retaliatory hit once back. Anyway, research. This is so. Actually not sure. I'm tending towards Polis, but we could also work our way towards here. Thing is, we do need lumber mills, but also our workers are still kind of busy with other stuff, except for, I guess these aren't necessarily, and there's quite a few forests around here to improve. So working towards forestry is fine. He is at 4 laws. Still. Then this was the harvest event, and I'm not quite sure. Legitimacy is always nice. Money is okay. We don't have that much. It's only 2 turns of production, but I'm looking to pick up some mercenaries soon, so having this extra money will be helpful. Having a favor here. They are very close to not liking us. I could assign this, but it's not that much negative growth, but it is some negative growth, especially in new cities. That's at least usually 1 turn more for the initial worker. The training is decent though, but it's all still not only for. I'm not sure if she will stay in love, depending on how the events go. Not looking to make our wife unhappy, or rather jealous, by picking up someone else's lover. Like her. Is other, I don't know if anyone happy. Yeah, so I'm not. The favor can keep us in the positives here without any further intervention. Also, we don't want to forget serfdom. It's kind of important. We are running low on civics. I mean, we will getting some more for founding the cities. I mean, we are getting our cognomen up, so I think we don't need the favor. Let's grab the money for mercenaries. Our orders are through. We didn't forget anything important here. So this, if we don't have the orders to move him, we can just let him idle heal now. So probably a point of damage here. Don't need to heal right now. Probably kill and attack. Can kill and move forward the following turn. If this scout that we're trying to get up towards here, there's the tribal camp that sent the raid north. That's what I kind of want to find and clear next. You should be finding some of the stronger mercenaries now. Assuming those are. I don't even see. I haven't even met the tribe yet. That was that. Interesting. Anyway, that's it for the orders, or for this turn. I did see his scout in the replay come down again. Or was it? It was. I think it was this that came towards somewhere towards this forest. So he is aware that we are settling this site. Yep, that's about it. Here's his new queen, no new trade. These are still this. This is a new guy, but yeah, nothing much. He is still similar incompetent. He has legal code though. Interesting. I mean, it's not the strongest with only 4 laws, but he must have gotten this from an event probably. He has centralization done. He has freedom done. No serfdom. I guess he doesn't have sovereignty done yet. This is also could be a reason to go for this. We are making 60 science. It's about 6 turns of this. A bit more. No, let's keep this. Let's keep ourselves focused. This is also a longer tech than Polis, and we need to get these Odeons down. We need to get culture down. So no, this is fine. Gets us closer to forestry. If we have a bit more stone, we can build some hamlets here. But actually, with how the culture is progressing, I need to be frugal with my stone. And the extra money, I guess, let's check. A hamlet on the free space is, I think it costs, show all improvements. Are we frugal? Is the... No, why is it only 20? It's the base? Oh, it's base cost of 20, so it's 30 without an urban tile below it. It gives us, if on the trade network, 20 immediately, so... $30 stone, that's per 60 money, that's 180, so that's 9 turns to pay back. It's, although it's not 20 money, it's more, it's at least, technically, it's getting an 80% on top of that too. It's almost double, so it's not 9 turns, but more like 6 turns. It's actually worth it, I think, if our workers have nothing else to do and we are not buying the stone for it. As long as none of the other buildings are slowed down and we need to buy stone, we can build hamlets, I think. Also need to probably spend some orders chopping, because the museum does cost 400 wood. Okay, anyway, enough contemplating. See you soon.
Turn 43. No events, so it should be a quiet turn here. Notably, Frederik is on 5 laws. He picked up serfdom. We will move our worker over here and start a garrison. We will chop here and start those camels. Bring that guy back. Start a mine here. We're going to start another mine here. Start a third mine here. And then move this disciple over here. And then that's pretty much it. We will start an Odeon here once this hamlet finishes, and potentially garrison at some point. can start the second Rex here. Yeah, he's on 5 laws. He's getting some pretty serious science, so definitely want to get that agent into the capital as quickly as we can. Get this worker done, probably have it to start some hit mines, I guess. Or we can get food, actually. Yeah, I think Gordium, worker, Ashters, food. 44. So probably go up here or down here, something like that. We'll figure it out. Definitely need to get roads up as well. We're started this. This is on the way. We're at 10 city science. We're really curious to see how much there is in Carthage. Orcolis is on its way. We'll want to probably start a garrison, Zadricarda, in 4 turns as well. Just really balancing out our needs. Once we get that Odeon, we'll probably start a miner. 4 mine Samar, 45. Just bringing this city online with 3 workers. Worker's going to be popping out here. Probably will want it to just go start a mine, I imagine. Yep. And Sardis, 44. All right, we're just thinking a turn ahead at this point. Our scouts can chill, I think. Looks like he's killing units down here and going to settle. Maybe we poke around a little bit. Get a tiny bit of vision, but really not much else. We might get punted. So that should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and send this one back. I don't think there's anything I want to do. It is concerning he's on 5 laws already. That means he has navigation and sovereignty. And yeah, so very concerning. All right, let's go ahead and send this back.
Turn 43. We became ill. That's a problem. At least if this leads to our death. Hopefully we can recover from this. Or we are going to have a problem. Like, him dying will be a big problem. So, General became scarred. This means he got wounded last turn when he was attacked. That's this guy. An extra point of courage is nice. We are founding our city here. So, oh, this cancels the queue. Huh. Oh well. Anyway, we are coming up here, killing this. We are moving forward here, attacking this. None of this does enough where we could. Oh, wait a second. Could we do? Can do 9 here. Do we have? Where are we doing? Did we do 9 there? I'm so confused. Oh, because we are hidden when we move into the trees, right? An extra 10%. This means we have enough to kill from this tile next turn. That's okay. Allows us to move forward faster. Then we have a crit here. We are hoping we aren't dying. If a crit lined up, so we're coming in here. We are kinda short on orders, so we're only poking up once to see what's there. There's not that many troops since they are regenerating. Not sure what happened to them. If this, so we're coming in here. Didn't we have? No, we don't have Eagle Eye. So this is done and can't do anything back to us. So we can kill it next turn. And or if we line up a crit, we might even just crit this and take out the camp. Like from the hill, it will not be much that this unit can do. And if it's on 2 next turn and we get 1 crit, I might even just roll the dice and just go here next turn and attack here, even if we don't have a crit, in the hope we get another crit to prevent another unit from spawning. Anyway, we have some worker movements to do. Not you. You coming up here, build a farm. I just realized that I started a farm here instead of a quarry. I mean, not the worst farm spot between 2 pastures on a lush tile. Still, I need more quarries. Speaking of, could chop here. It's just scrap, but do need wood. And that's about it. I think we take the treasuries here. We kind of want a treasury in here anyway for the money, although it doesn't increase our science. And probably building a treasury here, but first we need our worker. This is actually great. Treasury is 5, so probably starting with this, because we can improve this after the treasury. Build a specialist here that gives us the borders to cross south here. It means we can also send the chariot down. Or also it improves our time to travel towards here, since we can use coastal movement here, coastal movement here. If we ever get our borders towards here, we can use this river as well. Didn't grab exploration. Maybe we have to switch that up. This is kind of important. Need to get this online and improved. This online and improved. And more quarries. But for the rest, we're mostly done. Would love to move the settler, but we're getting this one next. And we are already getting these settlers faster down, and we can probably clear the site. Stripped for orders as always. Working on our first rancher here, second rancher here. We're even going for another rancher. It's fine, the city doesn't have anything better to do. And we want the borders from that. Could also tempted to do this instead. We are getting 14 growth or 8 turns. That's enough. It's enough for the next specialist once the first one finishes. Although we could build a treasury as well. Probably the better goal. One in here, 4. We already have 3 statesman cities. Assuming there's 10 sites by the fact that he has 10 cities, so probably 1 more statesman city. Would still leave 1 more treasury to build, so we can do that in here. 7, 6. It's not going to be faster than this anyway. No, I think we're doing this. Just because extra orders. Okay. Hoping we aren't dying. Still no trade, still no extra laws, still similar incompetent. Haven't been building many troops. The chariot here finished. It's actually a ride-up chariot with flanking. Kind of want to use that. I have to keep that in mind. Also, let me just check generals here. Pretty old already. Trunk tracker. Heavy commander, not the best for a chariot. This is kind of the best we have. Also increasing, we need to spend our training on upgrading these units. Need to keep our force here strong enough to be a deterrent. Anyway, see you soon.
Turn 44. We are going to move this disciple over here. Hopefully religion will spread. We will start the pasture up here. We'll chop and then start our last nets here because we need food. Start a fisher here because we need food. Start worker here, walls here, worker here. And then we have this very interesting event. Magnus Mandana, she will be a magus without any traits. So she's going to be a judge that goes to any family. That's incredibly powerful. Yeah, we could get 40 XP, which would put us on another strength, but a judge that can go to any family and is warlike is really powerful. We're going to end up putting her here and then rushing by selling our food the master officer. That will let us have 2 fully upgraded officers ready to go when we finish Stronghold, so we can start Peltons right away. We're going to have to manage carefully to make sure we have enough money to run those Peltons, but being able to produce Peltons is going to be very, very powerful. We'll also want to make that, and then hopefully if she lives long enough, there she is. She's 27, so hopefully she will live long enough, and since she's in any family, we can also use her to get this city up and running with officers. So we're definitely going to need money to buy officers. And yeah, so I think that's the plan. I think that's worth it. We'll definitely want to start a garrison in Zadrokarta. Zadrokarta on 47, so that we can, or even sooner, maybe we move this one over. 46, so that we can get our queen back in there. It does stop her XP, but I think it's worth it just because suddenly this city has 28 production, which is going to be very well. It's also going to be really tight money-wise right now. We probably will have to sell some more wood, I imagine, because we're going to need a tutor in 3 years. We're also going to have portcullis, which means we'll need an agent in 3 years. And we're going to want to rush the master officer in 1 year. So lots of demands on our cash. It should be good. Pretty decent right now. But yeah, I think she's just too good to pass up. Yeah, so yeah, warlike judge, just so amazing. Because she's super applicable to getting cities online. We'll eventually want to get garrisons up here. We just do not have the stone right now. And there's lots of stuff to improve here. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and send this one back. I think all our scouts can chill, and I'll take the 200 gold from the orders overflow. All right, let's send this one back.
Turn 44. And the worst happened. We became doomed. So that's it for our leader. I think there's a very small event we can survive or trigger some kind of healing event, but that's not really something to count on. So also tech roll is kind of bad. There's still civics boost and drama in here. I'm taking the short first. Let's first move this forwards. Hopefully we can attract some units towards us that we can then buy some non-radar units, as there's another raid incoming. Here we are killing this. Then made her the chosen heir. I'm not dealing with a 7-year-old that hasn't, like if he was 3 years older and had chosen his field of study, we could kind of deal with him, but as it is now, there's a chance we get a region event, which then tanks our legitimacy even more. Not that we have particularly good legitimacy, so at least we won't be educated anymore, so those will not hate our guts. Then redo. Oh, we broke the queue again. Great. We are picking the Byrene for the quick reroll. This also means if we want to pick the civic boost, we don't have drama next. Also, builder is what I wanted for a second generation ruler. Working quite well. We want to move this settler. Also, the Byrene can help us here establish a connection while this is not there. It's coming out in 2 turns, so it can intercept these raiders. This we will probably have to retreat, but we are taking the kill, giving us a level up to 10. That's whopping extra for science. Not quite enough for one turning this. Not sure what this is supposed to do. Certainly not becoming miserable. Not sure if this is just should be some other trait that gets replaced because we are full with strengths already. So we take the switch here for whatever. Getting quarries down. Getting a first barracks down so we can start working on officers. 1 second. I want to put. Oh, that's ourselves. Do we want to put ourselves in here? Will even be more growth next turn. Actually, tempted to put ourselves in here. What's the other? We want her in here for inspiring them. Now we have, I think the rest has to wait. Probably upgrading this. We have to show strength here so he doesn't attack once our ruler dies. Hopefully he doesn't pay attention that we are doomed, so he's only realizing this next turn. And probably starting to move this one down. Having a Settleborn Chariot down here will be helpful, especially since there are some generals available for this. She will lose the 5% combat strength from the opinion. Probably still the best one. But with her being a drunk, not the best. Not sure what we're doing with him. Probably putting him on tactics and throwing him in jail. And never thinking about him again until he dies. Need to assign a judge for that though. A chancellor though for that. Hopefully we have convinced him to back off any early offensive plans. Second specialist in here. He is still going strong. I've felt pressure to keep him to abdicate. He would still be on the throne and he would just die on the roadway, and we would have gotten her anyway without a loss of 20 legitimacy. That's harsh. 20 legitimacy gone for nothing. More or less, not for nothing. It's not like he didn't do anything, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. See you soon.
Turn 45, another quiet turn. We'll start the food here. Try to worker. Chop, chop, start the ore. Chop, start the pasture. Scout around. We discover the Gauls. We have a choice of friendship, which pisses off all our families. Peace, which loses some legitimacy. War, which gains us 6 legitimacy, so we will take war. And that's pretty much it for this turn. All right, let's go ahead and send this one back.
And turn 45. Ruler's dead. Dealing with the events a bit later. Did not see any immunities, so no use. Watching the replay, pulling this one back and upgrading it to show strength. Forward here, eating the Gauls, looking at the event a bit later. Buying one of their units. I don't think there's can't be more than 4 or 5, and 2 are moving up. Fortunately, the 2 melee units that I would have loved to bought from the Gauls aren't the one here. So we have to do with the one skirmisher. Like having these gazetteer here for these forests would actually be really good. Like strength 6 with forest ranger promoted, another 25 in these forests versus his Peltons or the other strength 6 ranged units that he has from a lot of his tribes. Would have loved to have one or two of those, but it's not to be unless there's one hiding in the back here. You're buying this right now because it's only going to get more expensive as we're declaring war. Otherwise, moving forward here, keep building improvements, moving this settler forwards, moving this forward too, and attacking here. And finally healing here, although let's undo this for a second. Here I'm taking this, it's costing me a bunch of orders, giving me a bunch of experience, and I have a chance to become sick and die again. That would never happen. Me taking a risk and having a leader die. Although also getting the extra opinion on for these families. So just the experience for her will be great. I think she picked up strict, unfortunately, randomly. So it's not something we really want. Makes us traditional and diligent, I guess. Let's see. It's an event that requires to be traditional and having colonies enacted that can give you robust, but I'm certainly not gambling 5 orders per turn on that. Marriage offer. He's interesting, he's a hero that hates my builder guts, but he's in love with us, but then we're kind of relying on not ever him picking up a negative opinion modifier, because those tend to cancel out the in-love modifier. This is he's younger, which is not bad. But also I would rather marry into the Didonians, and that will, since the husband will determine the family the kids will belong to. Also, bold is decent for inheritance. It's one of the few traits that cannot result in any weaknesses being added to the kids. So he's a bit older, but I think that since we're so young, that should be fine. This, the itinerants, we're certainly not paying a lot of money. Could take this up, but I don't think I want to. I'm already struggling to upgrade these units. I still have one horse unit up here that I can upgrade. This will only be a plain skirmisher, or not a peltast, but a, don't know what the upgrade is called right now. No matter. We are not paying gold for this, taking some legitimacy. Very much welcome. Then here we would like to get some opinion for the riders, and we're paying in food since we have good income there. It's also still quite expensive. Let's look at these resource prices for a second. It has been sold. I don't think I've been selling any resources lately. Someone has been selling wood. It would be Alcaras with his, he's probably chopping with all his orders. Stone going up. I mean, I've been buying still some stone. So can make an attack. Not shave off a turn though. That one's probably taking the brunt of damage here. Just turn this into 7. Actually, 5. The attack will do this. We are hitting this. Then we can one shot can kill this. All these 3 units, we should be able to kill this camp next turn. It's great. I'm not quite there, but it's pretty good timing. We do need to move the settler down. Here. Not spawner unit, but we are steadfast Highlander. We are having 50% combat strength on here, so we are strength 6, fighting versus these strength 3 and strength 4 barbarians. So, if we're unlucky, this unit will be replaced by a strength 4 one. But I think we can deal with that. That's it. This is a legacy. It's okay. Will be probably a rider city since there's some horses here. We'll be able to, this 2 turns, and we can put this on top for 1 turn in these quarries. That's amazing. So having a builder governor and this as the second leader is so good. This means we can, getting a second worker out here, we can rush out now all these buildings. I am somewhat tempted to skip this, but it's 800 civics is just too good. I also need theologies for religion, so I do need those civics. I cannot skip that. The walkers will be busy with other stuff till quite returns, so we can probably do another rotation. Problem is, you're drawing and reshuffling, so Drama will be gone for quite a while, so we need to go to the whole deck till it's back. Oh, it's really bad. Well, this is what it is. Just have to deal. We are still somewhat incompetent. Good. We're still for loss. It's okay. Do need to throw him in jail eventually. To kind of want to influence her to keep this somewhat stable. Furs and salt. Some salt here. Don't see any furs. Do I have some pearls? I might just reassign these gems. Getting legendary is nice, but I think the culture in the other cities is more important. Probably running first now I want to run at least one festival afterwards. It's also its culture. This going more orders, more borders. Sure how I can connect this. Okay. It's getting delayed so much. Oh well. Anyway, that's it for turn 45. It'll be interesting to see if he reacts to our ruler death. So, otherwise looks like we paid 20 legitimacy to have him back off at that one crucial moment. Could have maybe fought this out anyway, but who knows. And see you soon.